Working from home is pretty cool. It's also the future. Telecommuting has gotten a lot of traction over the last year, entirely thanks to the pandemic. In March, the amount of people in the US working from home full-time skyrocketed from about 5% to 50%. However, nowadays the amount of people working from home is only about 20%, so I guess it's not the future. Working from home is actually pretty great. At least it was for me. I get more work done, and when I worked from home during the pandemic, I actually broke department records for the amount of work I was getting done. It didn't stop them from laying me off when they didn't need my team anymore, but whatever, I'm not bitter. A little bitter. I'm also significantly less stressed when I can work from home. This is mostly because I'm more comfortable, and having my supervisor breathing down my neck making sure I'm working is so much more detrimental to my work efficiency than having, a TV on or something. However, I know for some people that this doesn't work. I don't have kids or pets or anything else that might require my attention or try to steal my attention away while I'm working from home. So in that regard, I'm doing a lot better than most of the workforce. Even if you work at a computer, working from home is simply impossible for many people, and I think that's why more than half of the people who were working at home went back to commuting to work. But what do you prefer though? Working from home or working at work? Let me know down in the comments. I think that telecommuting is still the future, and the bright side to the pandemic is that a lot of employers are seeing this too. A lot of meetings that could have just been an email are now actually an email. It also saves everyone involved a lot of money, with employees saving around $5,000 a year and employers saving as much as $11,000 a year. Not to mention, 77% of workers report being more productive working from home, and 95% of workers want to continue to at least work from home part-time, even when the pandemic is over. Telecommuting on a large scale is good for everyone, environmentally, economically, and it keeps traffic to a minimum. So then why don't more people work from home? Well, this is mostly because they cannot. I work in IT, so most of my job involves me being on site. When I worked as a sysadmin, general maintenance on servers and such could be done from home, but most of my job had to be done on site. Half of the US workforce has work that requires them to be on site like me, and that includes workers in factories, warehouses, stores, hospitals, etc. That's only about half of the US workforce, so what about the other half? Why don't they work from home? Unfortunately, this is a simple answer. Employers don't like people working from home. Until the widespread use of high-speed internet, working efficiently from home was impossible, meaning that only in the last 10 to 15 years or so have we even had the ability to have a large telecommuting workforce. So though 69% of millennial employers encourage and implement telecommuting with their teams, less than 10% of boomer and Gen X employers even want their employees to telecommute. Most millennial employees also have better performance working at home, whereas most boomer and Gen X employees have worse performance working at home. Unfortunately, that means we probably won't see widespread use of telecommuting until older people start to retire and younger people take their place. And that could take another decade. However, in the meantime, I think it means we can start working on ways to make telecommuting better, so that a few years from now, more and more people can partake in the practice. On a side note, I saw a lot of employers who made it mandatory that their employees install software that allowed managers to track everything they did. They did this, of course, in the guise of productivity, but science shows that this kind of behavior does not help productivity at all. And a lot of employers use the software to spy on their employees after hours. Obviously, this is a major problem. Luckily, plenty of clever workers have found ways around this. I mean, you're talking to the generation that grew up learning how to bypass parental controls on Windows 98 and XP. So we're going to find the loopholes. Regardless, this type of controlling behavior from employers is a problem, and a problem that will hopefully be addressed. And if you're one of those employers, you should go to therapy, as you clearly have some insecurities to work through. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, and if you want to see more content by me, please consider subscribing to my channel. You should also check out the sponsor for this video, National Realty Group. They're your one-stop shop solution to real estate, and you should check out their link in the description. I'll post it below.